3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome today, brought to you by Boss Shot Shells. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
Friday, November 6th.
All right.
First week of November is gone.
Well, we're doing November 7th then because I had my days wrong.
Uh-oh.
And all three things.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. November 7th.
Thank God, because, boy, you had me really going then.
I did the 6th.
Okay, November 7th. One of the most famous Christians of all time is born.
Jesus.
Other than Jesus. One of, not the most famous. Was born November 7th
Martin
in
Luther.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
What year?
1918.
Calvin.
No.
John Wesley.
This guy was an American evangelist, ordained Southern Baptist minister, and civil rights advocate.
Martin Luther King.
You just said that. No.
No, I didn't. I said Martin Luther. For Lutheran, Lutheranism.
Okay, well, I thought you meant Martin Luther the King.
No.
Okay. This guy was close to President Dwight Eisenhower, Lyndon Johnson, one of his closest friends, which really don't say much for him, and Richard Nixon.
I don't know.
He was born November 17, 1918, in downstairs bedroom of a farmhouse near Charlotte, North Carolina.
It still doesn't help me.
Okay. He graduated from Sharon High School in 36. Does that help?
Nope.
He attended Bob Jones College. He was almost expelled, but Bob Jones Sr. warned him not to throw his life away. At the best you could amount to would be a poor country Baptist preacher somewhere out in the sticks. You have a voice that pulls. God can use that voice of yours. He can use it mightily.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now, but I cannot think of his name.
He had crusades.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Billy Graham.
Yes.
He just died just recently.
Yes.
Anyways, Billy Graham was born today. He founded the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association with its headquarters in Minneapolis. The association regularly located to Charlotte, North Carolina. In 2003, it maintains a number of international offices, such as in Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Buenos Aires. Anyways, he's one of the most famous evangelists to ever live. And he's kind of, I don't know that he's ever controversial. His son Graham is a really pretty good dude. I follow him on it. He's pretty big conservative type guy. So anyways, that is Billy Graham that was born. Okay. Person that died today is one of my favorite actors of all time. He was the highest paid actor in the world in the early 70s, and he quit. Went for 4 years, went in a hiatus, and did not act at all. He died. He's diagnosed with terminal cancer. He flew to Mexico in October 1980 for surgery to remove a reduced tumor in his neck and abdomen, against the advice of U.S. doctors who warned him that his cancer was inoperable and that his heart could not withstand the surgery. A few weeks later, he checked into a hospital in Ciudad Juarez under a fake name and underwent surgery by hospital staff who were unaware of his true identity. A few hours after surgery, he died of a heart attack at the age of 50.
I don't know.
His real name is Terrence Stephen McQueen.
Oh, Steve McQueen?
Steve McQueen, great actor, has had so many good movies. Got in a lot of trouble growing up. Got in the Marines, got in a lot of fights in the Marines, got kicked out for going AWOL, got caught sneaking into a couple of gals' rooms, got out of college or out of the military, the Marines, and in 52, with financial assistance under the GI Bill, McQueen began study acting in New York at Sanford Mesner's Neighborhood Playhouse and HB Studio. And he learned to become an actor, got on some movies, was in some Westerns, and then became a big star in the late 70s and 60s. And he married Ally McGraw, who was a really good-looking woman at the time. McQueen, one of his best roles was in the movie Papillon, when he become a prisoner with Dustin Hoffman. Have you ever seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen a single Steve McQueen movie.
Oh, he's got some great movies. He was not a method actor, but he just acted the play. He just played really good roles. He was a really good dude. He done a lot of his own stunts. He liked to fly. He raced motor cars. He was a good dude. He was a really cool dude. So anyways, Steve McQueen is my person that died today. He died of stomach cancer at the age of 50, and he was a wonderful actor. So anyways, one of the coolest things about today is if I could go back in time and go do an adventure, this is the adventure I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been to the place where it ended at. You've stood right there.
The Panama Canal.
You've been to Panama?
No?
I said you've stood there.
Niagara Falls.
Nope. This is an adventure that took place and started in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, the going west.
What do you mean going west?
With Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark's expedition. Today's the day that they reached
started?
the Pacific Ocean.
Oh.
And they've done it in Columbia, on the Columbia River, right outside of Astoria, Oregon, which was a very powerful river for them. Can you imagine the work those guys did?
In a little dinghy?
Well, their boats were bigger. Their canoes were bigger than you think they are, but there's nothing by any modern convenience. Did you know that they used air rifles?
Mm-mm.
They had an air rifle they used. I did not know that. They killed grizzly bears and stuff with this air rifle.
Huh.
I did not even know they had the technology to do that back then.
Right.
But anyways, Lewis and Clark expedition, and they went all the way to the Pacific Ocean. And they, near present-day Astoria, Oregon, the corpse built Fort Clatsop and endured a wet, miserable winter by journal writing, dry meat, making salt, and traveling to see a beached whale. They hoped to encounter vessels along the Pacific that could transport them home, but finding none, they did about face, planning to return along the Columbia, Missouri rivers. After stealing a Clatsop Indian canoe, they headed up the Columbia on March 23rd, 1806. They arrived at the Nez Perce villages, gathered up the horses, and waited for the snows to melt. What a tough group of men. And they sent a lot of stuff back to be for taxidermy work.
Yeah.
They were collecting it for the National Archives. Anyways, that's my expedition that ended today. It was the first time they reached the Pacific in Astoria, Oregon, a beautiful town on the Columbia River Basin. I'd recommend everybody go there. It's a lot more to Astoria than just where they filmed the Goonies. Anyways, thank y'all for listening to us. God bless, peace, and have a great day.
Goodbye.